Hello, my name is Tavia Million, and you are watching PillowTalk Pals with me, Otavia, and Charles. Charles is actually not a part of this segment, but he's gonna stay. This is a new segment on my YouTube channel where I basically have a open space for any and everyone that we talk about all things that's going on, from women stuff to even politics and stuff, things that are just, things that we are so afraid to say, or things that we feel as though that needs to be talked about that's not being talked about at all. This is just a longer version. This is just more detailed, more intimate, I would say. I'm also doing this on my TikTok, and my TikTok is the exact same name as my YouTube channel, Tavia Million. So go and check that out. Follow me on TikTok, YouTube, and Instagram, and let's get started. So this topic is about periods, monthly, however you pregnancy scares. I am currently on my monthly, and I am not afraid to say it because I am a woman and I don't care. And I was a little bit delusional for like a good week, 2 weeks, thinking, that I was expecting a baby or whatever. I just have this really strong, like, desire to be a mom, even though I'm like 22, about to be 23 in July. Watch out for that. But I have a really strong desire to be a mom. I don't know why. I don't know if it's because I connect really well with children. I don't know if because, like, I guess being wanted or have a purpose in life, but that's just how I feel. And every time when my period is missing for like a day, 2 days, or if I get like a pregnancy symptom or whatever the case may be, I'm like, oh my God, I'm pregnant. Oh, and I get happy. But then I really sit down with myself and I be like, whoa, like, if you're pregnant, this is kind of alarming. You got to take care of somebody. You have to get your ish together. You have to build yourself up. You have to do this. You have to do that. It's not about you anymore. It's about the child and everything. And then your partner. It's a lot to think about. But I'm not. So thank God. And also, with my period showing up, it's like, usually I know when my period comes. I always track it. So the fact that I thought I was pregnant is kind of alarming to my dang self, but I guess it still goes back to the whole desire of wanting to be. And this time around, it's a little bit painful. I guess I need to start preparing myself like maybe the week or 2 weeks before my period, so that when it comes, it's not as painful and it's not as distraught as it is right now, I would say. um I don't want to get too much, but this is Pillow Pals talk, so we're gonna get to that. um Very much a lot of heavy bleeding, very, intense cramping. And I took a Motrin, a Midol. No, I took a Midol. So it's a little bit eased down a little bit, but it's still there. And it's just, I'm so annoyed when it comes to periods. I just wish I could just take it out. Like, if it's possible to take a period out, I want to do it. I really do. I can't keep having my period. It gets to that point. Even like, if I get to the age, not if I get, when I get to age 30 and stuff like that, and being 30 years old with the period, that's painful. That I can't, I'm not really good with pain. But then it's like, if I want to have a child and I go through childbirth, you're going to have to deal with that pain because I'm not taking that epidural. So yeah, it's just a lot with it. And I hope I'm not the only one in the world that thinks these things, like sit down with themselves and it's just like a random thought or whatever. But yeah, so that's just that. Feel as though, especially as, I think the earliest age of getting your pregnant. I think the earliest age for getting your period is 9, if I'm not mistaken, 8 or 9 years old. And just from that alone, I feel is too much, which is really crazy how the body works, especially for a little girl. Like, I got my period maybe age 12, 11, and I was prepared, but I wasn't prepared for the pain. I wasn't prepared for the heavy bleeding. I was not prepared for it to be weeks end, because I know people who had them for 3 days and I got it for a week. That is annoying. I don't like that. So I feel like that's why I also try to get on the birth control. But it's like, if I don't see it, then that's when the pregnancy scares come in. And if I do see it, then it just makes me want to take out my whole uterus at this point. And it's like, if I don't see my period, then I feel as though I'm pregnant. Pregnancy scares come in. And then if I do see it, then I get mad and I'm angry. It's just a back and forth battle within myself. And it's so annoying. Like, I hate it. So yeah. But that's really it. So let me know how you guys feel in the comments. Let me know if you had an experience like mine. Let me know if you guys are feeling me with things that I am saying. I also wanted to know if, like, how guys feel, because a guy getting a text message from his girlfriend like, "Oh my god, like, babe, I didn't get my period. Like, oh, I'm late. I'm like 2 days late, or I'm like 1 day late, or whatever." Like, how does a guy feel about that? Like, are they scared? Are they like looking up the symptoms? Are they looking up like, oh, possible due date, all this other stuff? Like, how do you guys feel? Like, if you're a guy watching this, let me know in the comments below. Like, how do you feel? So yeah, thank you for watching my video. Make sure you like, share, and subscribe, and follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and YouTube. Until next time, pillow talk with me. Yeah, yeah, yeah. That should really be the theme song.